In Excel, you can pretty much customize a whole lot of things. By customize, what I mean is you can change some settings from their defaults. Okay. Now, to get into the settings panel, you have to click on File, then Options, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So if I click on File, for me, my own Excel is so recent, I have to click on More before I actually see Options. So here we are in the Excel Options dialog box. That's another word you have to get used to, right? Dialog box. For many operations that we will carry out in Excel, we will have to go through dialog boxes. So different kind of dialog boxes. So here we are in the Excel Options dialog box, and you can see that we also have things grouped into different sections. So in the general section, for example, this is where you could do some things as listed here. For example, you want to change your default font size from size 11 to a different size. Maybe you want to change the name that comes with the office, or maybe you want to change your office theme, right? I know a lot of you might like to go with dark mode like black. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so if you go with the dark mode, you have your Excel looking this way, or your office generally is going to look this way, but this really is not for me. So I will simply revert back to my previous bright default view. All right, so I'm back to my own bright view. Now, if I don't want to go through that stress of clicking on File and going to look for Excel options, the keyboard shortcut to do that is you have to press the Alt key on your keyboard. Note that you are not pressing and holding. Just press the Alt key on your keyboard once, then press the letter T and letter O. That basically brings you to the Excel options dialog box quickly, right? Now, are you familiar with the ribbon? Remember the ribbon and the quick access toolbar we talked about earlier, right? So we could also do some settings in those areas as well. So for example, I will just go to my own customized ribbon right now, and these are the different tabs that you see on your Excel. The Home tab, which you can find right here. Then you have your Insert tab, which you can see right there. As a matter of fact, there is a way I can actually maybe select the Insert tab this way, and I'm going to use this arrow up button for it to go up, which simply means when I finish this setting and I click OK, the first thing on my Excel will no longer be the Home, it will now be Insert. If I like also, I could also create a new tab, right? So maybe I could create a new tab like this. Create a new tab, go into that new tab, right click on the new tab and rename it, right? So I can call this new tab maybe Ahmed, and I'm going to click OK. So I have the Ahmed custom tab. I'm just going to come right here and I'm going to rename this group. Maybe I will just call it fun. Then I will click OK. All right. Then I can now go ahead to add things inside this group, right? So as you can see, for example, on the Home tab, you have different groups, right? There's a group for undo, there's a group for clipboard, there's a group for fonts, and so on and so forth. So for me, I have just one single group under my Ahmed tab, and I want to add calculate there, right? So calculate now, I want it to be here under the font. If I click add, it goes right in there, right? I could go to bring copy and add as well. Okay, so there are also other settings, and as we need to, we will or we may have to come back to this Excel options dialog box to do one or two other things. Now you can see that I've got my Insert tab, I've got my Ahmed tab, and then I've got my Home tab and the rest.